Why do we grind so hard for things that still leave us empty? It's a question that echoes in the quiet moments, isn't it? In the stillness after a long day of striving, of pushing, of climbing. We chase the promotion, the bigger house, the next milestone on a checklist we didn't consciously create. We tell ourselves, once I get there, then I'll be happy, then I'll feel complete. We pour our life force into these external goals, believing they hold the key to a lasting sense of peace. But when we arrive, the feeling is often fleeting. A brief, shimmering moment of satisfaction, quickly replaced by a familiar, hollow ache. The goalpost simply moves further away, and the race begins anew. This cycle, this endless pursuit of a horizon that constantly recedes, can be profoundly disheartening. It leaves us wondering if we're running the wrong race entirely. Why does every win feel so temporary? It's because we are trying to fill a spiritual void with material things. We are trying to quench a soul-deep thirst with salt water. The joy from external achievements is real, but it's transient by nature. It's like the beautiful, intricate pattern the foam makes on the sand, here for a moment, then pulled back into the vastness of the ocean. It was never meant to be a permanent structure. Our spirit doesn't crave accumulation. It craves meaning. It doesn't want trophies. It wants transformation. So, what if the struggle itself is part of the map, not the problem? What if the very friction we try so desperately to avoid is, in fact, the path? We live in a culture that pathologizes difficulty. We see struggle as a sign that we've taken a wrong turn, that we are flawed, or that the universe is against us. We seek the smoothest, most direct route, believing that a life without obstacles is the ideal. But a map with no terrain, no mountains to climb or rivers to cross, leads nowhere of any significance. It's a blank page. The contours of the map, the challenging ascents and the winding, uncertain trails, are what give the journey its purpose and its power. Most of us treat struggle like a defect to fix. When we encounter it, our first instinct is to eliminate it. We numb it, we distract ourselves from it, we fight it, or we blame ourselves for it. We see it as an unwelcome intruder in the carefully curated home of our lives. We ask, why is this happening to me? As if it were a cosmic error, a glitch in the system that needs to be patched. We believe that a correct life would be one of ease and flow, and so this resistance feels like a personal failure. But spiritually, struggle often signals growth in disguise. It is the universe, or your own higher self, knocking on the door of your awareness. It's a sign that you are ready to evolve. A seed must break itself apart to become a sprout. A sapling must push against the soil and the darkness to reach the light. The resistance it meets is not a sign of its failure, but a necessary force that strengthens its roots and its stem. Without that struggle, it would remain a fragile, unrealized potential. In the same way, our struggles are the soil in which our deepest strengths take root. This is a profound shift in understanding. It moves us from a place of victimhood to a place of active participation in our own becoming. The difficulty is not a random, cruel twist of fate. It's not punishment. The universe is not a punitive force waiting for you to misstep. That is a human concept, born of fear and judgment. The rain that falls is not a punishment to the flower. It is the very thing that allows it to grow. The challenges we face are not a cosmic sentence for some past wrongdoing. It's refinement. It is the sacred process of alchemy. Think of a blacksmith forging a blade. The raw iron is heated in the searing fire until it glows. It is then pulled out and beaten with a hammer over and over. It is plunged into water, creating a violent hissing and steaming. To an outside observer, this process looks brutal, destructive. But the blacksmith knows that each step is essential. The fire purifies, the hammer strengthens, the quenching tempers. The process is not meant to destroy the metal, but to transform it from a lump of brittle iron into a resilient, sharp, and beautiful sword. Your soul is that metal, and your struggles are the fire and the hammer. They are shaping you into something stronger, more flexible, and more true. Think of these hard moments as inner calluses forming strength and clarity. When you first learn to play a guitar, your fingertips are soft and sensitive. Pressing down on the steel strings is painful. But if you persist, the skin toughens. Calluses form. Soon you can press the strings with ease and precision and the pain is gone. The calluses are not a sign of injury. They are a mark of adaptation, of resilience built through practice. Our emotional and spiritual struggles work in the same way. They build a resilience within us, a toughness that is not hard or brittle, but flexible and strong. Each challenge overcome leaves us with a greater capacity to handle the next one, not with pain, but with wisdom and grace. This process doesn't erase our history of pain, it integrates it. It honors the cracks. In the Japanese art of kintsugi, broken pottery is repaired with lacquer mixed with powdered gold. The belief is that the object is more beautiful and more valuable for having been broken. The cracks are not hidden. They are illuminated, celebrated as part of the object's unique history. Your struggles are your golden seams. They are the evidence of your survival, the testament to your strength. When you reframe pain as feedback, everything changes. Pain is no longer a stop sign. It becomes a compass. It points directly to the areas within you that are asking for attention, for healing, for release. Physical pain tells you to take your hand off the hot stove. Emotional pain is the same kind of signal. The ache of loneliness might be feedback that you need to cultivate deeper connection, first with yourself and then with others. The sting of failure might be feedback that your approach needs adjusting, or that your definition of success is too narrow. The anxiety that grips you might be feedback that you are living out of alignment with your true values. When you see it this way, you stop fighting the lesson and start listening. Fighting the pain is like trying to shout over a messenger who holds a vital secret. It's exhausting and counterproductive. Listening, however, requires stillness. It requires courage. It means turning inward and facing the discomfort without immediately trying to fix it or run from it. It means creating a space of quiet observation where the feedback can be heard, not as a criticism, but as a loving guidance system, gently nudging you back toward your authentic path. That doesn't make it easy. It just gives it meaning. This is a crucial distinction. The spiritual perspective on struggle is not a form of toxic positivity. It is not about pretending that pain doesn't hurt. The climb is still steep, the air is still thin, your muscles still burn. Acknowledging the meaning in the struggle doesn't magically erase the difficulty. What it does is transform the experience. It turns a pointless ordeal into a sacred pilgrimage. It infuses suffering with purpose. Knowing that the climb is leading you to a breathtaking summit, to a new version of yourself, gives you the strength to take the next step and the one after that. So, instead of asking, why me, try asking, what is this teaching me? This question is the key that unlocks the door from resistance to reception. It shifts your energy from that of a victim to that of a student. What is this teaching me about my own strength? About my resilience? What is it revealing about my fears, my attachments, my limiting beliefs? What old story is this situation asking me to release? What new capacity is it asking me to build? The answers may not come immediately. They often whisper, they don't shout. But the act of asking opens a channel for wisdom to flow through. And then ask, where am I holding on out of fear? We often prolong our own struggles because we are clinging to something that is ready to be let go. We cling to old identities, to relationships that no longer serve us, to expectations of how life be. We grip these things tightly because the alternative, the unknown, feels terrifying. Fear convinces us that letting go is falling. But in a spiritual sense, letting go is flying. It's the release of a heavy weight you didn't even realize you were carrying. The struggle is often the friction created by you trying to move forward while simultaneously holding on to the past. The question is, what are you afraid will happen if you just let go? Small shifts in perspective turn resistance into rehearsal for what's next. Every time you choose to see a challenge as a teacher, you're practicing a new way of being. Every time you meet frustration with curiosity instead of anger, you are strengthening a new neural pathway. You are rehearsing for a future where you are no longer at the mercy of external circumstances for your inner peace. You are becoming the calm eye in the center of the storm. This isn't a one-time fix. It's a continuous practice, a daily rehearsal. Each small act of reframing is a vote for a more empowered, resilient, and peaceful version of yourself. So be kind to yourself. This is perhaps the most important instruction of all. The path of growth is not a path of self-flagellation. When you are struggling, your instinct might be to criticize yourself, to believe you are not strong enough or wise enough. But this is the moment when you need your own compassion the most. Speak to yourself as you would a dear friend who is hurting. Offer yourself grace. Acknowledge the difficulty of what you are facing. Kindness creates the safety needed for true introspection and growth. You cannot bully yourself into enlightenment. You can only love yourself into it. And stay curious. Curiosity is the antidote to judgment. When you are judging a situation or yourself, you are in a state of contraction and closure. The story is already written. But when you are curious, you are in a state of openness and expansion. You are willing to admit that you don't have all the answers. You become an explorer in the landscape of your own life. Curiosity asks, I wonder what's around this corner. I wonder what this feels like. I wonder what I might discover if I just stay with this for a little while longer. It keeps the journey alive and full of possibility. Let the struggle teach you instead of defeating you. You have a choice in every moment of difficulty. You can allow it to crush your spirit, to reinforce a narrative of powerlessness. Or you can stand tall within it, look it in the eye, and ask for the lesson it holds. You can allow it to carve you into a deeper, wiser, more compassionate human being. Defeat is an outcome. Teaching is a process. Choose the process. Because you're not failing, you're in training. This is the ultimate reframe. Every stumble, every setback, every moment of doubt is part of your spiritual curriculum. You are in the gym of life, building muscles of patience, forgiveness, resilience, and love. An athlete doesn't see a tough workout as a failure. They see it as the very thing that is making them stronger for the main event. Your life is not a pass-fail test. It is a training ground, and the goal is not to win, but to grow. The purpose is not to arrive at a destination without a scratch, but to arrive at your own soul, fully, deeply, and authentically. So take a breath. Feel the ground beneath you. You are exactly where you need to be, learning exactly what you need to learn. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are in the sacred, messy, beautiful process of becoming. You are in training.